Welcome to Cognitia and Concise, where we break down big ideas using science. Could aliens destroy humanity from light years away? If advanced civilizations exist, how would they fight wars across the galaxy? What kinds of weapons could they possibly build? Let's imagine two players. First, us. A yellow dwarf star system. Home to humans, a young technological species with rockets, nuclear power, and a lot of internet jokes. Now, far away. Around the orange dwarf star HD 40,03742 light-years from Earth, lives a much older civilization. The Smorpions. They are far more advanced. They have built a Dyson swarm around their star and control enormous amounts of energy. Unfortunately, they want to build a hyperspace bypass through our solar system, which means humanity has to disappear. Interstellar war is very different from the wars we know. Distances are so huge that fleets are almost useless. Even ships moving near the speed of light would take decades or centuries to arrive. The defenders would have plenty of time to prepare. Worse, attacks are slow in another way. If you fire a weapon, you may need to wait generations to learn if it worked. So, if you want to win, you want a single, devastating strike. The Smorpion scientists have three ideas: a star laser, a relativistic missile, and an ultra-relativistic electron beam. All of them are based on physics we already understand. Let's start with the first, the star lasered by using billions of solar collectors. The Smorpions capture about 1% of their star's energy output. That is vastly more power than humanity has ever used. If they combine their entire swarm into one enormous focusing system, they can create a laser millions of kilometers wide. Big lasers can shoot very far. Earth, 42 light-years away, is an easy target. They fire. The beam travels at light speed, so it takes 42 years to arrive. Humans would only see a strange glow in the sky moments before the end. The energy hitting Earth would equal millions of suns. Oceans would boil. Forests would ignite instantly. Within minutes, the crust would begin to melt as the planet rotates. The entire surface becomes a global ocean of lava after about a day. Nothing lives. And another 42 years later, the Smorpions receive confirmation. That's the strange nature of interstellar war. But maybe they want something different. The relativistic missiles did of a beam of light. The Smorpions could fire physical projectiles. With their enormous energy supply, they can manufacture antimatter in huge quantities. When antimatter meets matter, both vanish in an explosion of pure energy. They build giant rockets and accelerate them to almost the speed of light. Astronomers on Earth might see the bright flash of launch. A few days later, the missiles arrive. Each one carries as much kinetic energy as an asteroid that could end civilization. They would explode high in the atmosphere, producing continent-sized firestorms. After repeated impacts, the surface of the planet would be reduced to burning rubble. Extremely destructive, but also complex and expensive. So there is one more option: the ultra-relativistic electron beam. Humans already use electron beams to sterilize food. The Smorpions scale this idea up to an absurd level. Normally, electron beams spread out quickly. But if particles move extremely close to the speed of light, time for them slows down. From their perspective, they barely have time to drift apart. This allows the beam to stay focused across light years to make it work. The Smorpions construct a particle accelerator more than 100,000 kilometers long. They fire. There are no giant explosions when it hits Earth. Instead, radiation pierces living cells and destroys DNA. People become sick. Over days and weeks, everything dies. Even deep underground, nowhere is safe. Eventually, the planet becomes sterile. What does this mean? Luckily, the Smorpions are fictional. But if other civilizations exist, They might think in similar ways, and here's the problem with using such terrifying weapons. Everyone else in the galaxy could see you. You would announce that you are powerful, aggressive, and exactly where you are. That might invite someone even stronger. So maybe the smartest strategy is not to shout into the universe. Maybe it is better to stay quiet. Observe and hope others do the same. And if we ever notice distant stars attacking each other, we might be very glad we kept silent. Thanks for watching Cognitia and Concise. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe for more short, clear journeys into science and the universe. See you in the next one.